Hey guys, this is part one. I wanted to start out actually a little bit out of order than I normally do, but go through first some terms that are going to be used. I got a list here, so I'm just going to quickly go through them. I don't want to waste anyone's time. There's a lot of terms that are thrown around in this game, and one of them is tank, right? By the way, this is my defense team as it currently exists right now. And note, they aren't fully leveled. I just recently got Delilah up a level, and Domita has been sitting around for a little while. It's hard to get them leveled when they're 5 stars and they're fully ascended. Anyhow, moving on. There's a couple of terms here. Like, people will refer to the tank. The tank is normally the person in the middle. It would be like, here, be her. Normally the tank is someone that you would put on your defensive squad that's got a lot of defense and a lot of health. And hopefully has some really cool abilities like removing buffs from the target and nearby enemies. Like something cool, something good that either helps you or hurts them. In this case here, it hurts them, so it helps you, sort of. Generally speaking, what you'll see with the tanks, a lot of people like that have had the chance to get Ares have put Ares there. Personally, I don't like that, and I'll get into that in another video. But I love seeing people put Ares and other heroes of the month in there because it's very easy to defeat those teams. Anyhow, moving on. Let's see. So we have there's another couple of concepts here. I'll go through this real quick while I'm in here. So we have, of course, dotes. Dotes are antidotes. Pots will either be this small healing potion or the bigger one. They also use it about the big pots. They refer to it as this, but not a whole lot of people use these. At least I don't, because they cost way too much resources to use this. Especially this little nugget here in the middle. The nugget, oh, he's hard to get. So you don't want to waste him because you're going to end up needing him in the future for your tornadoes. And those are very powerful, very destructive, and I have even more videos on that, which will be really cool to watch. In fact, the one you saw, I think, was my Cascade NATO. Cascade, what am I talking about? Anyhow. So there you go, you got pots, you got NATOs. NATOs are, of course, the tornadoes. They're these guys, in case you guys haven't seen it. It's these guys, all heroes, 40% mana, and it's reshuffled. So this is really cool. We like these. So sometimes I like even using 3 of these. I go into a mission and I'm like, oh man, there's nothing here. Or, wow, there's a lot of mana here. I'm going to have a huge hit. I'll use 3 of these because it'll just reshuffle what's on the board. And then normally a huge cascade happens, and the Titan doesn't even get to react yet, and I still have the rest of my turn. So anyhow, but we'll get into more of those complex strategies later on. First, we got to get you to being able to make these things. Let's see, what's another one? A lot of times they'll refer to. You may not see this everywhere, so I'm just going to go show you leaderboard. 7 Days Departed. 0. He's not running with 1. He's not running with 1. Someone's got to be running with 1. There's a slang term. It's called Albi. It's for Alberich. Not everyone has seen Alberich, so I'm actually going around looking for him. Here he is. He's another one of those heroes of the month. I tried really hard to get this guy. I couldn't. Basically, this guy has the ability to bring guys back from the dead. And that's just nuts. But that's another term that you're going to hear a lot. And not just in my videos or other people talking about it, but also in like the 7 Days Departed, they're going to refer. They get a lot of slang, and that's one of them. Albi, the dotes, the pots, the NATOs. Then you also have this concept of stacking, right? Let's get out of here. We refer to it a lot. Normally, other other teams and even 7 Days Departed will refer to the stacking of certain abilities. That's when you're allowed to combine things, right? Like, let's say, what's a good combination here? Let's edit my team. How do those combine? None of those combine. Of course you don't. That one's a bad example. Here's a good example. Alright, so with this here, we have a combination of minus defense. So, never mind the fact that I have so much red here. We'll get to that in a minute, or what that all means. But this is my Titan team for my green Titan. So, you have this guy here, Gormek, who's got this minus 34 defense for 6 turns. That is very useful, especially for starting on out users. We'll get into that more. That's a different video, but this guy is a must-have for anyone starting out, especially if you don't have Wukong. Alright, so then Guardian Falcon here, he's also got this. Target nearby enemies get minus 52% defense against fire for 4 turns. That's huge. That's really huge. And the reason why that's huge, because this ability will stack on top of Gormek's ability. So you get minus 52 on top of the minus 34. So now you're talking minus 86. Right? And then you can stack that with the plus attack here. So then you get plus 48. Holy cow, I mean, you're talking like 140% swing, right? And then, of course, you know, with my Titan team, it wouldn't be her, obviously, it would be him. Where, of course, everyone wants Wu. There you go, 185% with a minus 32% accuracy. And that is a major pain in the butt. But anyhow, this is an idea of how they stack. So all these first four abilities, they all stack. But then you have this one here, in addition. It's one of these new Hero of the Months, so it's got this link ability. So, there you go. So it links everybody that's red and gives them 5% more defense, 5% more attack. And it can't be dispelled, which is important. So basically, all 4 of my red guys, plus my yellow guy, they all stack. So this is very important, because when we start talking about stacking, we're not talking about canceling out of abilities. Like, let me give you an example. Here on my... yeah, this is a good example. I could have actually shown you with the previous team, but here with this team, we got Kirill, which has got plus 30% attack and plus 30% defense. But if I were to put Kirill with Bold Tusk, his 48% attack is actually going to replace... It's 48 for how long? 48 for 4. Is going to replace his 30% for 3. So these are complementary. So the better one cancels the other one. It's only when you have those special ones with the same ability, like a defensive shield, that they'll add. So like my main team, I take that back. They do actually have this ability. So here you get the Holy, defense against Holy, 94%. And you get this guy, plus 63 defense for 4 turns. That's stacking. So there you go. Let's see. Discard. I don't know what I changed. So there's one other quick concept of the overload. You've been seeing these. You've been seeing what we refer to as the 4-1. That's what you see here. The 4 being the 4 of the color that are actually strongest against the Titan. And then the 1 being Wu, normally. Unless it's my purple fighting Titan team. And then it'll be Wu with, hopefully, 4 other yellow guys. So a 5. We'll refer to that as a 5. This is a term that we use only here. They don't really use it anywhere else that I've heard of. But it's how we communicate with each other. So like this one for the Titan, again, would be that. Right, so you get 4-1, and with the 4-1, you're going to get the maximum amount of damage. Obviously, if you were to go 5, you could get really crazy amounts of damage. And we'll get into why that works. But I just wanted to show you what an overload was. This is my purple team. Again, I don't have 5 fully leveled 5 stars, so I put Gregorian in there. This is my red team. Same story. And then Season 2 is coming out with Tarlac, so that's going to replace all these Wukongs. And the big advantage of that is you don't have that minus 32. And it allows stacking. It even mentions stacking, so that's good. So then we have a couple other quick little things. There's like a 3-2. When we refer to that, it would be something like this. Like say I'm short purple, but just add in another yellow. So that's a 3-2. But let's say, hey, I'm short even more purple. It's a purple titan or a yellow titan, and I'm short purple. Well, then maybe I'll do that, or not that, that, and that. And that would be a 2-3. So let's see, what's another one here? Then of course, if you don't have that, but you got some other color, let's say, oh, I don't know, let's go Gormek Bold Tusk, then you'd have a 2-2-1. So those are just a couple of different possibilities for overloads, and that's it for this one.